All right, I am very excited because we're all looking for ways to save money. Well, there's one family that knows how to do that, and that is the Zero Waste family. And I'm so excited they're here. James and Frederica, it has been a pleasure talking with you on Zoom and, of course, satellites and everything like that. But now I have you here in person is so awesome. How you two doing?
We're doing great. It's great to be here.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad because I've started to go to that saving money, and I wish I would have done it younger because I would have been rich like no tomorrow. But that's not what Zero Waste is really about. Zero Waste is about more of saving our planet and, of course, being a healthy family. And we were just talking about this, about saving money. And James, you were saying that you guys save how much a year?
Yeah, we save about $18,000 a year cumulatively from all of the changes that we've made in our life.
Yeah. And we got to mention, Frederica, especially ladies, when they hear about going zero waste, it's like, how can I keep my family doing that? But you've learned to pretty much work with the kids and work with the husband about doing that slowly. And it's not just all of a sudden you came in and took everything away, did you?
No, it took us 15 years to get to where we are today, and James was definitely not coming along on this journey in the beginning. For me, it was just to do it one step at a time, to make one swap at a time and make it work and then move on to the next one. I wanted to make this fun and enjoy the journey at the same time.
I like it. And we got some stats here that you guys want to pay attention to. And the one is the average family throws away how much food they're saying? 40%?
1/3 of the waste in an average family's trash bin is usually food waste. So that's accumulated about over $2,000 a year.
Wow, that's amazing. So it's incredible that we're seeing that. So, okay, now my other one is about savings, which is kind of interesting. And this is important here because everybody wants to buy toys, everything wants the kids to have something new and stuff, but we're saying not the smartest thing to do, right?
Well, we always think about, we try not to live differently than other people. We just try to think about how we make different choices. So one example is we do buy a lot of things used or secondhand. Requires a little bit of planning. There's so many options to buy things that are used and secondhand now.
Yeah, and you see most families save more than $1,000 a year by buying toys and furniture that are used. And some of the stuff that we see out there is pretty much new stuff, just that people kind of like got tired of it after a week or two, or the kids did.
There's so many options now. You can buy used clothes online that are practically new or actually are new, and it just really helps the planet not to be just producing more things.
Yeah. Is it kind of interesting that you're finding out, like, this young generation, your kids are young, mine are kind of young, are turning to more used stuff than trying to have the status of brand new things? Is that kind of interesting?
Yeah, I find it, and it's interesting because I think a lot of people have this notion that kids need to have brand new things. And I have realized that with our kids, their favorite toys and favorite things are usually things that either they inherit or we bought it used for them. And they really don't care as long as it is what they want.
Yeah. All right, another one we have, tip, is swapping things, something like paper towel and stuff. What did you talk about with swapping things?
So anytime I think about a habit that I'm changing, I don't think about how much money I'm saving this week or this month. I actually think about it over 10 years. I'll give you a really simple example. Paper towels. If we swap those for reusable, washable cloth napkins, we save over 10 years about $1,800. If you start to add up a bunch of changes like that in your life, it really adds up.
Wow, that's amazing. All right, we got some examples here, which is pretty neat. And what's really awesome too, the second edition of the book comes out on Earth Day. And in the book, we talk about a little bit what we're going to be having here. So let's start down there, Frederica. What are we talking with that down there?
Well, first of all, the old bar soap. I mean, this is what our grandparents and our parents used and I grew up with. And this will last much longer. And this is, you can buy this package free, which is really great. I would say, living in a warm climate, we're definitely using our sunblock, and this is zero waste, so it's in a tin, and it's also reef safe, and it's actually safe for your kids because it doesn't contain any chemicals, and it lasts longer than the spray-on. Yeah. I know the spray-on is easier, but this is a lot cheaper.
Here, I want to show that too so people can see that. We're going to show right to the camera so they can see. Right there. So this is kind of neat to get. So some of these items where can you buy some of these as we start to go along? Is that telling us where, or just online?
The great news is that a lot of stores will sell these now, but you actually have zero waste stores around Arizona. So for instance, if you don't like bar soaps, you can actually refill your shampoos and soaps in refillable containers in a lot of these zero waste shops. You can find them online.
Yeah, okay, let's move. I know we got so quick. So what else we have going through here?
Well, I want to say, not everyone has access to a refillable or bulk shopping. So you can still make changes. So for example, instead of buying the pasta in a plastic bag, you can get it in a cardboard box. It only has that tiny little thing of plastic. So this whole thing can be either composted or recycled.
That's right.
Okay.
And a lot of stores, more and more stores have bulk sections, right? What we find is about 20% of the cost of food is often in the packaging. And so if you can buy in bulk, bring your own containers in and fill up snacks, grains and food, you can actually save a lot of money that way as well.
And you're not carrying home those plastic bags and everything like that, and that's the way we save it. So I like the utensils and the mask and stuff because we're still, using masks here and there.
That's right. That's right. And rather than a disposable mask, having an N95 filter and something that you can use over and over again is just another way of keeping things out of the landfill. It's just about making different choices.
Okay, what's this right here for?
Because, well, we have kids, and so we use a lot of paper, and they go to school. So making sure that we buy only paper that is recycled paper. That way, we're not cutting down trees to make any books or paper.
And speaking of the book right here, this is Geet. So I know, look at Frederica just lit up, and she's like, "Yes, the book. We got the second edition. We're excited."
Yes.
So what's going on with this book here? What's happening inside of it?
So this book, it is what I wanted 15 years ago when we started this journey. I wanted a book to show me, like, this is how I swap out. These are the resources. This is where I can find things. These are the recipes. It didn't exist 15 years ago because zero waste wasn't a movement back then. But so I took all my knowledge and put it in the book to help everyone else and just show how easy it is to actually reduce your waste. And it's not about going zero waste. It is about just reducing waste, little thing at a time.
I like it. And right now, pre-order, like literally today, because it comes out on Friday, but you pre-order now, you'll get yours like right away, right?
Yes.
And where can they go find that book?
You can find it on zerowastefamily.com, and it's also available on Amazon.
So, perfect. Thank you, too. Thanks very much. This is so great to have me here. I want to talk on more. So I'm going to talk with you more while we go to break, and you guys come back.